I'm looking for the most horrible fortresses in all of Shadow of War, and I may have just found a top contender. This fortress hosts near-perfect orcs. Rage machines that almost have the coveted quadruple 7 stats. These are probably the best that orcs can be without being hacked. And in the throne room, you're met with these unbelievable tanks, complete with no chance, and the floor covered with a relentless barrage of poisonous spiders. Shout out to one of my mods and warchiefs, Shadowfox, for getting me on this fortress. Also, I want to raid your fortresses, so please comment down below with the username of your fortress. I want to raid all of your fortresses. I want to make a video about it, so comment down below with your Xbox gamer tag. I'm sorry PC players, I'm sorry PlayStation players, your time will come eventually. I was about to plunge Talion directly into hell, and basically with no reinforcements, because this is taking place in Numenor, which is currently hosting my Civil War series. So the only orcs that I have access to here are random Civil War orcs that I've given away to chat. And there's actually only 3 orcs available for me to bring, so I guess that's just what I'm gonna have to go with. Even the game knows how cursed this name is and refuses to show it. I summon in my armies. And by that I mean the 3 weak orcs that I had available. Honestly, they are really not prepared for this fortress. I do my cool Talion aura farming walk. I then go to change my armor. I think I'm gonna go for my anti-enraged armor. I basically take 55% less damage from enraged enemies. I summon in my trusty grog. I volley this grog into next week. And then I smash down the front gate. Let's have a gander at the first orcs. We've got Gubu the Blackheart. We've got the tongue right there. As you can see, almost near perfect. 5777. My god, these orcs are absolute monsters. I have to dash away immediately because they all just become enraged straight away. Oh my god, Bork has caught up to me. But I sometimes get this weird glitch where I just get up straight away again. But still, I'm under immense pressure here. Bork then slaughters my grog, and then he has a stern conversation with me.
Hit from my weapon is a curse. But don't worry. I'll make sure you don't linger over long.
Alright, shut up, mate. As you can see, they just are rage machines. My god, the the alerts that I have to press A are just non-stop. But whenever you go up against these kind of orcs, it's all about longevity. I am just using my unlimited dash ability to just zip in, deal a bit of damage. The explosive attack is definitely key here. I don't think I'd be able to really do much damage to these orcs if I didn't have my threshing sword. Just as I'm done rambling, the unthinkable happens. As if I didn't have enough fucking problems, my team is killing each other. Oh my god. That orc isn't even mine. That orc belongs to a member of chat that I gave away during one of my Civil War streams. Eventually my Jebby gameplay pays off and I'm able to finish off Bork.
You struggle to beat me, and I'm just an apprentice. If you reach the Overlord, you'll be fighting the Master.
He does make a pretty valid point. I mean, yeah, I am definitely not looking forward to the throne room in this Nightmare Fortress. I revive one of my orcs, and then he immediately gets to work by killing the tongue, executing him. Dare I say, Kuga the Skullcracker actually might be quite good. Despite what I said earlier, one of these orcs actually isn't arrow-proof. I quickly take the point, I pin him to the floor. I was going to recruit him, but then I realized that the Gutless is over there, and he's about to get absolutely murked at the next point. So I zip on in, I tell him to retreat. You know, he doesn't belong to me, I don't want him getting killed. And luckily, by the time all of that is over, I am ready to recruit the Blackheart to my side. This is the first step towards rebuilding my forces.
Your suffering will be sweet delight.
Thank Baga for this explosive threshing sword. I honestly don't know what I would do without it. I love this attack, even though the shield bearers do sometimes counter it. And now that I think about it, every single orc in this fortress is a bloody shield and spear orc. I am thankfully able to recruit a second orc, Maku the Unkillable, and then we all get to bear witness to the beautiful final words of the Taskmaster. Oh, I miss him already. But don't worry, there's like 5 more in this fortress. Ha ha ha. Boring. But you know what's not boring? This kill. With the tongue now lying in multiple pieces, we take the square point. Going on to the next point, let's see who's defending it. We've got the Razor Jaw. Oh, he's pretty cool. If I can recruit him, I 100% will. Oh, and he's got a fear of pinning. Okay, that definitely comes in handy.
These razor-sharp teeth are wasted on victuals. They want to bite into man flesh.
I shoot the explosive barrel, and then I get to work just peppering attacks on the Razor Jaw. Before he finally succumbs, and I'm able to add him to my now army of free.
Oh, my life for you, life for you.
Back at the point, the 2 bald Taskmaster orcs are just going absolutely mental before the Razor Jaw steps in and immediately eliminates one of them. I'm sensing that when they were in the same team, the Taskmaster didn't treat the Razor Jaw very well. He's definitely got lots of built-up rage. Lots of unresolved issues. I pull my sword out of the neck of the remaining Taskmaster and then we take the point. On to the next point, we've got another Taskmaster, another Bork, and some kind of jaw orc right here. And they are just going crazy because that is all that these orcs seem to do. They have no chill button.
We've got 1,000 ways to mash you to mush. How's about we make it 1,001?
Are you sure about that?
I've fallen, and I can't get up.
With the few orcs I've managed to recruit, we are just decimating the remaining warchiefs. Also, at risk of taking away all of Talion's aura, this is me trying to get down. I'm holding the B button. I'm just trying to get down to get these arrows, and Talion just doesn't want to get down there. Anyway, enough of that. We take the third to last point. Now on to the inner gate. I heal my orcs and then summon in a grog because there is a weird glitch here where if the gate isn't destroyed, your warchiefs kind of just run away and hide. But now the gate's destroyed, they run on in and they immediately destroy another Taskmaster. How many has that been so far? 3? 4? I think it's time we finally recruit one of them to see what all the fuss is about. I then come across one of the rare orcs that I actually put in my rare orc video right here. He is the black painted tower slave orc. I don't want to kill this guy, I want to recruit this guy, so I'm going to let him up again. I mean, just look at how cool he looks. I actually realized when I was editing this video, he is not black painted. He's actually got silver paint. The Taskmaster I recruited definitely pays off as he slaughters one of the remaining Borks. I then quickly take the point so that I can focus on trying to recruit this tower silver slave orc. As you can see, I spend a lot of time trying to weaken him down. While this is happening, the Razor Jaw destroys what I hope is the final Taskmaster orc. I start to get a little bit bored waiting for this orc to stop being enraged. I notice that there's another broken orc over by the point, so I decide to zip on in, and to my amazement, it is the exact same as the orc that I've been fighting for what feels like an eternity. What are the odds of that? Well, in this fortress there's like 5 of each orc, so I guess pretty good. My Taskmaster then gets to work by destroying the other Mog the Fool that I was working on for so long. With that, we take the point, and then I head on in to this absolute hell of a throne room. Where I'm greeted by an Omega level orc, Horza the Cruel, along with his 2 bodyguards, and you guessed it, we've got a Taskmaster, but more importantly, we've got the Cruel here. And I didn't notice this when I was raiding it, but he has an ability called Spider Summoner, which in a throne room is absolutely awful. They also all come complete with no chance, which is just peachy. I summon in my Grog and my weak bodyguard, and we get to work. First of all, I test if any of them are not arrow-proof, and of course they are all arrow-proof. I have a quick conversation with the Taskmaster, and then I have a quick word with this horrible, cruel Olog.
I brew poison for you. Brew special.
As you can see, they are very, very angry. But thanks to my explosive attack, I'm usually able to hit them about a millisecond before they can strike me. I end up getting a stealth attack on an Olog, and then right when the Overlord's about to kill one of his bodyguards, I end up disrupting it. I don't know why I did that. But thankfully, a few seconds later, Horza the Cruel, the Overlord, slaughters his last remaining Taskmaster. I lure the orcs to the corner, and then I run around to go and resurrect my bodyguard. As you can see, this room is just littered with spiders. It is infested. I use my explosive attack to try and clear some of them out, but honestly, the spider hordes are never ending. I finally start to get some damage on Horza the Overlord, but obviously he's immune to execution because, of course, he is. The overwhelming numbers of the spiders then start to take effect. Honestly, being poisoned in this game is so goddamn annoying. I get my bodyguard up for what feels like the 5th time. I continue to keep fighting despite getting jumped on by a spider every time I get a little bit of momentum. My bodyguard gets downed again. Honestly, I think this throne room would go way smoother if I had actually been able to bring in a strong bodyguard, but of course. Look at the horde of spiders on the floor. Oh my god. A spider jumps on me, and during that animation, due to some absolute bullshit, Horza moves in, strikes me down, and then uses his no chance to end the raid right there. I'll be honest, I think that is absolutely some bullshit that he's able to hit me during the spider animation. There was nothing I could do, but let me know in the comments, guys, is that bullshit? And if you'd like to try this fort out for yourself, here's the username right here of this absolute maniac of a human being. But you know, I should give credit where credit is due. You have made an absolute monster of a throne room.